On August 6, 2024, Ukrainian troops entered the Kursk region of the Russian Federation. Since then, according to the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Ukraine, Alexander Syrsky, the Ukrainian army has been controlling about 8,000 square kilometers of Russian territory and over 70 settlements. Kiev uses both domestic and Western weapons in this operation, and although earlier the Russian Federation used to threaten the West with some red lines for supplying weapons to Kiev, now the Armed Forces of Ukraine are using Western equipment in the Kursk region, and Moscow is silent.
Если берем просто формально, эскалация, да, должно быть что?
If we take it just formally, escalation, there should be a response to it, but there is none. That's why all this is nonsense, that we can't hit with missiles, with the same ATACMS and so on, that Ukraine has been asking for a long time, and the president of Ukraine went to the USA repeatedly and talked about it. It is not scary. There will be no response. It has already been confirmed by electronics. There will be no response.
The Ukrainian side still does not have permission to strike deep into the Russian Federation with long-range missiles. Therefore, the President of Ukraine, Volodymyr Zelensky, instructed the Minister of Defense, Rustem Umerov, and diplomats to submit for the next headquarters a plan on how to obtain this consent from partners. American senators called the events in the Kursk region a historic breakthrough. On August the 12th, while on an official visit to Kiev, Republican and Democratic senators Lindsey Graham and Richard Blumenthal noted that all Washington restrictions on the use of American long-range weapons by the armed forces of Ukraine should be lifted.
What I think about Kursk: bold, brilliant, beautiful. Keep it up. Putin started this, kick his ass. Bottom line is to the administration, I appreciate your support. Let these people fight. Give them weapons they need to win a war they can't afford to lose.
The EU also highly appreciates and supports the Ukrainian breakthrough in the Kursk region. After a telephone conversation with Ukrainian Foreign Minister Dmytro Kuleba, the head of the EU diplomacy Josep Borrell said that the European Union fully supports the fight of the Ukrainian people. Soon the head of the Czech Foreign Ministry Jan Lipavsky also supported Kiev's right to defend itself on the territory of the aggressor, and the President of Finland separately recalled Ukraine's right to use the transferred Finnish weapons on the territory of the Russian Federation.
We have no restrictions whatsoever on what kind of weapons and in what way Ukraine can use them. The starting point for everything is that Ukraine has a full right to defend itself within the framework of international law. Alexander Stubb, President of Finland, at a press conference.
Despite the global support of Western partners for the Ukrainian operation in the Kursk region, the UK government has still not given Kiev permission to use long-range Storm Shadow missiles as part of this offensive operation, the Telegraph writes. However, the United Kingdom continues to provide military assistance to support Ukraine's right to self-defense against a Russian attack.
Всем стало абсолютно очевидно.
The weakness of Putin's position, the weakness of the Russia's position has become absolutely obvious to everyone. Of course, this should push our partners at this moment to the key issue for us: political permission to use long-range weapons at their full range, deep into the Russian Federation against military targets and as a preventive measure against aircraft that are carriers of missiles and glide bombs.
And although the UK government has not yet supported Kiev's permission to strike deep into Russia, local analysts are already noting Russia's weak position on this issue. As The Guardian writes, citing Jade McGlean, a research fellow at the King's College London, the Ukrainian armed forces breakthrough in the Kursk region clearly demonstrated that the Kremlin's so-called red lines are just words and that Russia is not as strong as some people think. Reported by Diana Kolesnik, Nikita Skoblikov, UATV News.